2019, what does it hold for you as a Forex trader? So let's talk about that and more right now. Hey traders, Andrew Mitchem here, the Forex Trading Coach, video and podcast number 304. Happy New Year and happy start to 2019. So I want to discuss a few things with you on today's video and podcast that's going to help you as a trader into 2019, because quite likely we're going to see some fairly difficult trading conditions, would be my guess at this stage. A lot of political events happening right now, with Brexit still undecided, political unrest within Europe, issues in South Africa, China of course, and the US and Trump and different announcements and how the world and the market reacts to all of that. On top of that, you know, there's still Russia, and there's lots of things happening politically around the world that can affect us as traders, whether we like it or not. Whether we're technical traders or fundamental traders, the political events definitely do have a bearing. So what can we do about that? Well, to me, it's really important that you obviously have a plan and you have a strategy in place. That's kind of a given. But for me, one of the things that I stress to my clients is having the ability to look at various time frame charts throughout the day or the week. And I think it's really important. So let's discuss that. So if you're looking at, say, like the monthly charts or the weekly charts, of course, for some people they're too big, they're too slow, they take too long to, you know, to mature trades. Some people seem to think that they can't trade them because they don't have a big enough a candle, they can't afford such a big stop loss, which is actually incorrect, but that's a different subject. But for me, the monthly and the weekly charts are trades that kind of tick along in the background, doing their own thing, bigger picture. I'm happy to leave them in for several days, several weeks, sometimes even several months if needed. And they sort of are like the bread and butter behind the scenes. Still high reward to risk trades, in fact, very high reward to risk. Spread virtually has zero effect at all on, say, like a monthly or weekly chart. And they just sit there doing looking at the bigger trend, the bigger picture, and very, very nice charts to trade when you see good setups. Come down to slightly shorter than that, and that's the daily chart. Now that's still, after 15 years of trading, that is still my favorite time frame chart to trade. Why? Because I can look once a day. It's faster than obviously like the weekly and the monthlies. It has more relevance to what's happening in the market right now. And you know, it's just a great chart to trade once a day. Look at the charts. Are there any good setups on the daily charts? Yes or no? If there are, take them. Generally, I find one or two, sometimes 3 or 4 a day, and that's what I post to my clients on our membership site. Really high reward to risk trades, easy to place. Put them on. You know, the bigger picture is less of an issue. It's more riding that sort of that movement within the course of a few days. And then you come down shorter time frame again. I've got software that allows us on MT4 to trade charts like 12 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours. Fantastic charts, absolutely amazing charts and time frames to trade. And we trade those on our webinars and on our forum site extensively. If you don't have that software, which by the way is only included with my course, then you can trade, say, 4-hour charts. And 4-hour charts are also really good because that allows you to look maybe sort of 2 or 3 times a day, if you can, at the close of a 4-hour chart. And again, look for only the high probability setups. And I think that's another lesson for this year. Don't just take 50-50 trades. Make sure you are patient, make sure you wait, make sure you are selective. You only take those high probability trade setups. Now, of course, trading, it's not an absolute given. You know, it's not. You can have an A-grade setup and it will still fail from time to time. That's just part of probability, part of trading. You have to accept that as part of being a trader. But if you are consistent and you take those A-quality trade setups consistently, you will make money from trading, and it won't take you much time. But if you do want to spend a little bit more time, then you could go down to, say, 1-hour charts and get that very small movement within the market, accepting you're in a trade for maybe several minutes, maybe an hour or two. I personally don't trade anything lower than a 1-hour chart. My strategy, my system works equally as well. on 15 or even 5-minute charts if you really want to. It's just it doesn't suit me. I like doing things like this. This is on my property here. We've put a pond in and we planted about 3,000 native trees around the place here several years ago. And to me, trading is about enjoying life, you know, and putting the two together. If you want to trade things like 5-minute charts, then go for it, do it. But maybe say pick an hour or so per day and do that. But don't sit at your charts all day long, every day, just sort of being trigger happy, pulling, you know, trying to get 1 or 2 pips out of the market all the time. And that again brings me back to the final subject, which you'd heard me talk about many times. Actually, forget about pips. They do not matter. Look at making percentages, have high reward to risk trades, and look at the percentage that you risk on every trade, regardless of the trade or regardless of the time frame chart. Keep that low, keep that consistent, high reward to risk trades, and you will do well in 2019 as a Forex trader. So once again, this is Andrew Mitchem, the Forex Trading Coach. I'll see you this time next week with more updates.